Welcome to FBB Forum. My next guest is the amazing muscle mama and grandmama named Carrie Gearing. Carrie is an IFBB Pro women's physique athlete from North Carolina, and I was honored to get to meet her at the Tampa Pro this past August, where we conducted a brief in-person interview. I wanted to bring Carrie back on for a long format Zoom interview, so I'm really pleased to see her here again. Carrie competed at both the Tampa Pro and Chicago Pro this year and earned her pro card at the 2022 NPC Universe. And honestly, she's one of the sweetest people I've met in the sport.
Oh,
Welcome, Carrie. It's really good to see you again.
it is so good to see you. Thank you for your kind words. I appreciate that.
Oh, you're welcome, Carrie. You're just such a positive person. I love your positivity. You're really cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So I wanted to start in terms of asking about how you got started in bodybuilding and just wondering if you had an athletic or a sports background before you started.
Yeah, so I've never considered myself an athlete. Sports, not just was not coordinated for, enjoyed them, but was not coordinated. Was the last one to get picked for the volleyball team because
Mm,
I was not athletic at all. But I've always been very active. I've enjoyed going to the gym and being active in the gym. And so just being active in the gym and wanting to further enhance my body and to see where I could push my limits.
very cool. That's awesome. When did
Yeah.
you get started in weight training and bodybuilding?
So I've been in the gym since my 20s,
Okay,
off and on, and I have really good genetics, so I grow muscle very easily. So I've
nice.
always been a muscular girl.
Okay.
And then my dream was on my bucket list was to compete, but I'd never had the confidence to do it and never thought I would be able to do it. And so I continued building, 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 and I started working with a nutrition coach who helped me take away the fat and really see the muscle that was under there. And I talked to her about, my dream of competing one day. And she's like, well, why don't you do it? And that was the spark that gave me the confidence to say, okay, let's do this.
Oh,
Let's check
nice.
it off
Very
and see
cool.
where we go.
Oh, that's great. And when did you start competing? What year?
So this is my fifth year competing. So
Okay.
I'm very new to bodybuilding, the sport. So even though I've been in the gym for decades, I'm new to the sport.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. That's really cool. So you already had a good muscular base when you started competing, probably.
I did, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow. And which division did you start with for bodybuilding?
So I started out in figure and I did figure for two shows. And then it didn't take long to realize that figure was not for me, that I was more into the let's flex, let's get bigger muscles and the heels. The heels were not me. I don't wear heels. And so getting on stage for the first time in physique figure, I had to learn how to walk in the daggone heels. So
Oh,
my poor husband, it sounded like a horse clomping around the house, me trying to walk in those things. That was harder than learning the poses.
I understand. That's no fun, huh?
No, no. So I realized, well, physique really is what I like. I like the body type. I like the beauty of it. I think it's just a beautiful shape. I love that we don't wear heels, that we can become very much larger, still feminine, but muscular. And the posing is just so beautiful to me. I love the posing.
Yeah, I think the posing really gets you get to show your creativity and you
Yeah.
really get to flex what you've been working on too, that way too. I think it's great.
Absolutely. And I feel like it's more individualized. I feel like you stand out a whole lot more in women's physique
Yeah.
because you have the routine where you can show your personality and your creativity. So I really love that. That's one of my favorite things is the routine.
Oh, that's terrific. I think that's great. Yeah. I'm pleased when some of the figure girls move up to women's physique just because I think it does for when they get to ditch the heels, like you mentioned, but just get to show that creativity and show off their physique more. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Now, I was curious, do you have a fitness role model or anybody that you really look up to in bodybuilding?
So I really appreciate a lot of bodies and people's fitness journeys and transformations. I'm really big on transformations. of people becoming healthy and growing in the bodybuilding field. So I just appreciate a wide variety of people, but my absolute favorite is Natalia. I cannot pronounce her last name, but you know who I'm talking about. I think she has the beauty, the muscles, the femininity. Like her personality is just really great from everything I've ever watched. I follow her. I'm part of a group that gets messages from her, and she does polls and workout videos and things like that. And I really appreciate everything about her. I feel like it hasn't gotten to her head. She's still just a human like we are. And I just really appreciate that about her.
You're talking about not Natalia Coelho, who's
Yes, yes,
the renewed Miss Olympia. She got the title again, which is
yes,
great. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I met her a few times and she's a very nice person and very
Mhm.
humble and
Yeah.
yeah, no, I do appreciate her and she looks fantastic too. She just looks amazing.
Mhm. She
Yeah.
does. That is my ideal right there.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's the ultimate ideal. Her physique is great and
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
And yeah, she is a good role model too, I think, and
Hmm.
good ambassador for the sport, I think, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now, I was curious when you first started competing in figure, was it tough for you to get up on stage in a bikini? Was it like kind of nerve-wracking for you, or and how do you get nervous these days?
Oh my gosh. So my first show, well, let me back up. When I first got my bikini, my first thought was, where is the rest of this bikini? It is missing some material. This is not going to fit and cover me. I was
Uh,
not prepared for that. I had
yeah.
seen women get up there, but it just seemed like their bikinis covered a lot more than when I put mine on.
Oh, I see.
So that was, to get out of my comfort zone and put that on, and you've got to stand in front of people in this. So thankfully, my coach at that time, we would pose at the gym in my bikini. So I was able to get used to stepping in front of strangers in my bikini. So when I stepped on stage, I was more comfortable in the bikini.
Oh, good.
But
Yeah.
David, I was so nervous. The poor girl in front of me. So I'm in these heels that I'm still not comfortable walking in. I'm in this bikini that I'm still not quite comfortable in, more comfortable, but not quite comfortable in. And I'm about to plow her down like a snow plow. The nerves took over and I was like running on the stage and I'm thinking, you need to hurry up, go, 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 go.
Oh
It
no.
is quite hilarious now when I think about
Oh
just the
man.
nerves and the anxiety. It really is quite funny to see.
That'd be interesting to see the old video of you that kind of yeah, rushing through.
Oh my gosh, my husband is amazing. I said, "Could you tell I was nervous?" He said, "No," but I know he could tell because I about knocked her over.
Oh no. Oh man.
Oh my gosh! But even with the nerves and the anxiety in that first show, the competition bug hit me, and it was just so much fun. And the
Yeah.
community, the ladies backstage were just so amazing. We all want to win, but then we're genuinely happy when the other one wins.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
I've not known of any sport where that is the situation. Like, as much as you want to win, you're still just so happy that for the person that won. And so the bug bit me, and then here we are.
Oh, that's awesome. I've heard that from a lot of ladies that they get that bug and they get kind of hooked on the competitions and the excitement
Yes.
of it. Yeah. Um one lady I met a while back, she said it was kind of like a wedding, you know, because
Oh,
you get your friends gathered to cheer for you and you're up on stage, you know, and it's and you're looking beautiful, you're getting all dolled up and everything. And you know, it's just I
yeah,
thought that's kind of like that is kind of a good analogy, you know.
that is. I hadn't thought of that, but that really is.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Wedding with a bikini, I
Yeah.
guess.
And lots of lights.
Yeah, lots of lights. That's true. Yeah, those lights just like and tanning and everything.
Yes. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, yes. I love the lifestyle too. So for me, it's not just the competitions. The competitions are like that extra. For me, I genuinely love the lifestyle.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
I live it, I eat it, I sleep it, I dream it. Like this is my passion in life. If I'd never step on stage again, I would continue the lifestyle. Stepping on stage is like going to the Oscars. You know,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
it's that's the prize at the end of the day, for one night. But then I love it. I'm passionate, I'm driven, And no matter what happens on that stage, I'm going to continue this lifestyle. And
I've
that's
heard
just
that.
one small part of what I enjoy about this lifestyle is the stage.
That's terrific. I think that's great. I've heard that from other ladies too, that even if they retire from the sport, they're still gonna continue with keeping in shape and
Absolutely.
yeah, I think that's really cool. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. And the stage is such a brief portion of the whole lifestyle too.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. Mhm. Now, I want to talk to a little bit about your competitions this year, so you had your pro debut at the Chicago Pro,
Yes.
and you looked amazing at Tampa and Chicago. So, what was your experience like at both of those shows this year?
I had the most fun. It was, I went in with no expectations. It was, which in every show, well, not every, but most shows, I go in with no expectations, just go in and have fun. I recognize as my pro debut, I'm a little fish in a big pond.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to go. I just, if I place, wonderful. I had no expectations of winning, but, I would definitely wanted to place. But I went into the Chicago Pro not knowing anything and just asking the ladies like, how do you stand out there, because it's different than just the NPC. How do you stand? What has been your experience? What happens next? What are we doing? And they just welcomed me with open arms and
Nice. Yeah.
just made my experience so enjoyable. And what I really liked is they had the masters in the morning and the open in the afternoon, so
Okay.
it made for a smooth transition to do that masters and then move into open. I ended up placing fifth in Masters, so I was over the moon excited. I started crying backstage when I realized I was going to place
Oh,
because they
nice.
tell the ladies that place to stay in the one you don't know which position you're in, but if you place, you stay, and if not, you leave. And so I knew I placed, and everybody's like, "You're gonna ruin your makeup, quit crying." And I just was so
Oh,
overcome with emotion that I couldn't
oh.
stop crying. So I've got these tears and my makeup smearing. I'm trying to stop it, and it's just you're in prep and you're exhausted and then you're excited, and it's just the emotions take over and you have no control over what your body is doing.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so
I understand.
when I got fifth place, you would have thought I had won and was going to the Olympia. Like it was just so special to me
That's
to
awesome.
place
Yeah.
and built such really good relationships with the ladies that I still talk to. I'm in touch with them now.
Mm,
Went to
mhm.
Tampa. Some of the ladies went to Tampa as well, so that was great to see familiar faces. Really enjoyed Tampa. The downside for me of Tampa was I didn't compete until my bedtime, so I was really tired.
Oh, it was that
Um,
Thursday night, wasn't it? Yeah.
yeah,
And it was
yeah,
late.
it
Yeah.
was really late,
Yeah, I know.
but it was such a great experience. In between Chicago and Tampa, I went home. I dropped 5 more pounds. I came in tighter, bigger, leaner. I placed third. Um,
Nice.
it's
Yeah.
looking at the comparison pictures, I'm two different people. So I'm so proud of me and for the changes I made in 5 pounds in 2 weeks. And
That's
to bring
great.
just a better package overall, something that I was even prouder of, was just amazing. Amazing.
That's terrific. That's great. And both of those were Tim Gardner's shows, right?
Yes,
I think
yes.
he puts on a good show, actually. Yeah, he's really good promoter.
He is, yeah. And the tanning people were amazing, just so sweet, so nice, encouraging. Because I told everybody would listen. This is when I did Chicago, this is my first show. When I did Tampa, this is my second show. I
Yeah.
knew, what do I need to know? Because you don't know what you don't know. And so I'm
Yeah.
very communicative. And so I was like, what do I need to know that I don't know? What happens next? Because it's very different than an NPC show.
I was thinking the tanning would be a little awkward because you're basically naked, right? I mean, and when they're doing the spray tanning and stuff, um and you have to trust what they're doing, and but not mind being in front of this person or whatever when you're naked. So I could see it would be awkward though too.
So, when I first started tanning an NPC, a man tanned me. And for me, that was the most awkward. And his name was Chris, and my husband's name is Chris. So I just kept talking to him. Hey, that's my husband's name. I just kept looking ahead and talked to him and said, he's a professional. He's like
Yeah.
the gynecologist. He's seen all
Oh,
kinds of body types. So it doesn't bother me anymore. I just go in and I'm actually less modest now just because of that those
I got you.
experiences of
Uh-huh.
going in naked for them to tan and they tell you to bend all kinds of ways and you just do what they tell you and you trust that they're doing a great job and they do. They do a really good job. And so that
Yeah.
takes anxiety away that your tan doesn't look good because it looks good and they touch you up if you need to be touched up and I just can't say enough. They're always so very nice.
That's cool. Yeah. I think there's a certain skill to that too, to make it
Yeah,
even and make it look good too. So yeah.
absolutely. So it's
Yeah.
incredible the things that 5 years ago I'd have said there ain't no way I'm getting naked in front of a man other than my husband. And here I am, arms spread, legs spread, and letting this man right here up on me spray me.
I got you.
But he was, just to give a shout out to Chris, he's very professional. He runs the business, he's very professional. And so he made it more comfortable for me that it was a man spraying me.
I got you. I understand.
Yeah.
It's usually women though, right? That will do.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I think that'd be more comfortable though, just have another woman do, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It definitely is more comfortable having I've been with my husband for 32 years, so it's definitely more comfortable to have a woman spray tanning me than a man.
Yeah, I got you. Oh man. I totally understand that.
But it makes for a great story of, yeah, that one time I'm standing there naked and here comes a man to spray tan me. And no man seen me naked except my husband in 32 years.
I got you. Oh yeah. Oh man. Oh man. That is funny though.
Oh, but again, he's very professional and he just put me at ease. So I got really comfortable and didn't even think of him as a man, just thought of him as a professional spray tanning me.
Oh yeah, I understand that. Yeah. Like what you said about the gynecologist analogy, that kind of makes sense too. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh man. Now, so your experience backstage was good with the what kind of Iron Sisterhood back there with the at Tampa and Chicago?
Oh my God. Yes. So many ladies. I made so many connections and relationships. And there's so many of us that still talk now. Some of us text, some of us talk on Instagram. Like
Nice.
it has just been amazing.
That's terrific. That's great.
It
Yeah.
is.
No, that's that, and yeah, the ladies at both of those shows were really amazing. They had some really good lineups there.
Oh yeah.
Um, I can't remember, did you do open and masters at both shows?
So I did in Chicago, but in Tampa I did not because I'm, still new in this format. And so I wasn't sure how my body would do with me competing at night and then turn
Yeah.
around competing the next day. So I
Hmm.
didn't want to pressure myself into essentially two competitions,
Yeah.
within one. So I only did the Masters and I feel glad better that I didn't do the Open. I don't think I was ready to do that transition of okay, my body's ready for this show. Now, what do we have to do food wise and sleep wise and compromising sleep for the next one? So, when I do Tampa next year, I'm gonna do open as well. I have a new coach, and I feel like he knows how to get my body where I need to be the night before and the next day.
Okay,
And so
cool.
he was
Yeah.
my coach in Tampa, but he had only been my coach for 2 weeks. And so
Oh,
he didn't
yeah.
know my body well. And I didn't want, and I know he could have gotten me ready, but I personally wasn't ready to do 2 different days competing.
Plus, yeah, because you're competing at night, Thursday night, and then turn around Friday morning to do prejudging, and that's tough, I
Yeah,
think. Yeah,
for
you really don't get
sure.
much sleep, probably.
No, and then your body starts. I admire all the women that did that because you think about your body's tired and you've got to get adequate sleep and you've got to feed your body and how do you juggle all of that? And being my second show, I was ill-equipped to even try to think I could juggle both of those.
Yeah, I gotcha. Probably get like 1 hour sleep too, as just
Right? Yeah.
oh my gosh. That'd be
Oh,
tough, I think. Yeah.
but
Um,
next year we'll have a discussion after the show about how I handle it because I am doing it next year.
oh, I think that's great though. I think that's a good move though. Yeah. Um,
Absolutely.
that's very cool. That's exciting that you come back to Tampa too.
Yes.
Yeah. I was curious for this year, which show did you like better, Chicago or Tampa, or did you have a preference?
I've thought long and hard about that. I think I like them equally, but just for different reasons. Um, the Chicago I liked better because of the format being the morning. Um,
Yeah,
and the excitement of it being new and not knowing and all those great experiences. But then I like Tampa better because I came in with a better package.
yeah.
I had a little bit of understanding, so it was less anxiety because I knew
Hmm.
what to expect because I'd already gone through a show. And so I knew what to expect. So I had a lot more confidence. I had so much more fun on stage because I had more confidence
Yeah.
knowing what was to be expected. But they were really both great shows. And so there were things I liked equally about each of them. So I don't know that I could say one over the other.
I think it was kind of good too that they were both the same promoter too, because you did kind of know what to expect, and you know what I
Yes.
mean? Because it probably had similar staff and everything, and yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's cool. Yeah, um, yeah, Tampa was hot, phew, hot and humid that in late July, early August.
Oh my gosh, it was so hot. So hot.
It's
So they walked us through a kitchen and it was freezing cold and it felt so good because we were all so hot and we were sweating our tan off. And then they took us through the frigid zone. I'm like, yes, can we stay in the freezer?
oh no. I know a few ladies wouldn't go outside to do like the outside patio with me to do interviews because it was just so hot and humid. And yeah, I understand worried about the tan running down your face or whatever.
Yes.
Getting all streaky and stuff. That wouldn't be any good,
No.
no. Um, now I was curious, do you prefer masters or open, or do you have a preference for one or the other?
So I prefer masters because I'm 54. And
Yeah.
so I prefer competing with ladies who are because I consider myself mature.
Uh-huh.
I'm not aging, I am maturing, like wine matures. I am
Yeah,
maturing,
I like
not
it.
aging, but maturing. And so I prefer that. But then, like, I won my pro card in an open class against younger
Oh,
ladies. So there is a confidence booster and builder when you compete in open and win in open. So I do enjoy open. However, masters I think is my favorite. And two, because you spend so much time with the ladies backstage and talking to ladies that are closer to my age that have similar life experiences is very different.
I was curious if you'd consider doing a 40 plus masters so that way you could qualify for Masters Olympia too if you won.
I am going to do 40 plus because that is my goal is to go to Masters Olympia.
Nice.
I am
Nice.
training just as hard as I can because I hope to qualify for that next year.
Oh, that's terrific. That's great. Yeah, I
Yeah.
hope you do. That'd be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
a
I
great
will be
show
in the
too.
40 plus next year.
Oh yeah. No, I think that's terrific that you're doing that.
Mhm.
I was really impressed with Susan Matheson, who went from Tampa to Tokyo like in the course of like a week. And
That was crazy.
she ended up getting second place too. She placed well and better in Tokyo than she did in Tampa. But
Wow.
she was close to winning it too. But she looked amazing, I thought.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. For sure.
I was curious, what do you think is your best muscle group, and what do you think is the muscle group that needs the most improvement?
Yeah, so it's a really close race between my arms and my back being the best muscle group.
Yeah,
My arms are probably my favorite, and then a close second is my back because my back is very pretty.
yeah.
The area I need to work on are my glutes and my hamstrings. So
Okay.
I've already grown them so much since the show with the reverse has been very successful. So I've
Okay.
already put on a great deal of muscle. So I'm really excited about that. So, but I really want to grow them a lot more. So that's the areas I need to work on.
Oh yeah, I think that's true of a lot of ladies actually. That's yeah.
Mhm.
And yeah, your arms are amazing. You do have great arms, definitely.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. No, that's cool. Yeah, I can see that though with your muscle groups and what you need. But no, you have a good overall look, I think, though, too.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, I feel very symmetrical, which is nice because
Yeah.
that wasn't always the case. I worked really hard to be symmetrical and balanced, but
Uh-huh.
the glutes definitely need to come up a lot more.
Yeah, yeah, I understand that. Yeah, that's good that you've already put some size on down there,
Oh
so
yeah.
yeah. My next few questions are about coaching, and you mentioned you have a new coach who, and what's his name?
Yeah, so I'm working with Justin Compton. He is absolutely amazing. He took me on 2 weeks before the Tampa Pro,
Uh-huh.
and we lost 5 more pounds. I came in tighter, leaner, bigger. I'm eating more food than I've ever eaten in my life, yet I'm extremely lean. I still have clean lines. Uh,
Nice.
he is slowly building me up, pushing my weight. The training intensity and workouts are just so different than anything I've ever done.
Okay.
And I'm seeing massive amounts of growth just from the increase in food. I'm eating almost as much as my husband is eating, which
Really?
is
Wow.
insane to me. I've never ate so much food, but my body is loving the food. It's loving the training intensity. I'm
Uh-huh.
stronger in the gym. I'm hitting PRs all the time. Um,
Nice.
I think the physique that we put on stage next year, working with Justin, is going to just blow any physique I've ever had out the water. It's going to be like, that's not the same person. Let me see her face because I don't believe that's the same person because
Oh,
her
that,
body has changed so much in just a short amount of time
yeah.
that, we've still got a lot of time to grow. So
Yeah, that's
I'm
exciting.
excited to see.
And I know you said you're going to do Tampa, but are you going to try Chicago again next year too?
I am. Yep.
Oh,
I
cool.
always look better in a second show. My body does better in a second show anyway. And
Yeah.
then I don't do all this work to do one show.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
lot of work. So I do 2 shows. And so my thoughts are Chicago and Tampa because I just really enjoyed those.
That's awesome. I think that's terrific.
Yeah.
And you again, you said masters and open in both, right?
Yes.
Or oh, that's terrific. That's great.
Yes.
Yeah.
And 40. I'm doing 40 and 50 plus.
Oh, terrific. Okay, that's great.
Yep.
That's awesome. Yeah. Um, I was curious, are you working with Justin on posing as well?
Yeah, he does everything. He does my training, my nutrition, and my coach posing.
And is he local, or did you do like check with him via Zoom or
Yeah, he's in Florida,
oh
so
cool.
everything we do is electronic.
Oh cool. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
very cool. That's awesome.
And then I was fortunate at Tampa, he had 2 other competitors there. So he was there and actually gave me pose every day, saw me the whole time I was there and helped me work on posing and really perfecting the posing. So my posing improved so much from Chicago to Tampa as well.
Oh,
So I was
really?
really
Oh,
able
terrific.
to showcase what I have because of his posing help.
Like with the mandatories and stuff, or
Yes,
oh, really?
yes,
Wow, that's great that he
yeah,
was there too. So, yeah, I think
absolutely.
it makes a difference if the coach can be there for at the show for you, even to calm nerves and stuff, and
Oh yeah,
reassure you. So yeah, that's terrific. That's really cool. Does he
yeah.
help, or do you think he'll help with kind of choreographing a routine later too?
So I've had coaches do my routine for me before, and then it didn't feel natural, and it took a long time for me to just get it solidified. And I was so focused on do this, do that, do this, do that. So this last routine I created myself, and I found that much more enjoyable.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So I think I'm going to do my own routine. Of course, I'll show him and get some suggestions of things I might need to change. But I really, and I was talking to my husband about this earlier today, I really liked the routine that I created. So it's more natural. It hits what I think looks best on me, what feels best to pose, and
Yeah.
I think is more entertaining for the audience.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I have more fun. So I think I'll do my own routine this year or next year too.
Are you going to do some of the Kim G flips and stuff like that? No, no, I'm just kidding.
No, I cannot do that. No. I
No.
want to be able to actually compete and not end up in the hospital with a broken leg.
No, I'm just teasing you.
I
No.
wish I was that graceful.
Kim, she's unusual too. She not many that compose like her. So yeah,
Yes, for sure.
yeah. I'm just teasing you. I was thinking, what would you say is the most challenging aspect of competition prep for you?
Oh, that is such a great question. So I think it's maintaining your lifestyle, your work, your responsibilities with prep brain, because prep
Mm,
brain is real, and your ability to think quick on your feet and be responsive is delayed and slowed.
yeah,
Memory is slowed. So I've found tools and techniques. I put things in a calendar. I write things down because I know I'm going to forget them.
yeah,
Um,
I understand.
that's challenging. And then the fatigue. Just you're training hard. You still have responsibilities at home. You still have work, and you're just training hard. And even though I prioritize sleep and I have such a loving, supportive husband who's a competitive bodybuilder as well. So
Yeah.
he understands what my needs are. So I have such a great support network, but still just you're so exhausted and the prep brain. I think those are probably the most challenging, and they're not something you can't do. And the thing I always remind myself on the worst days I experience it is you get to do this. You choose to do this. This is an honor that you can compete, that you can do
Yeah.
this. This is just a little bump in your journey, but you know it's happening. You know it's to be expected. So I embrace the suck and I suck it up and I keep going.
I love that. That's a good philosophy, actually. And yeah, there's not many people that can do what you do or even physically able to do what you do. So yeah, I think that's great. Good. That's good attitude. Very positive attitude. I like that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Um, Now I was wondering what advice can you give to ladies who are looking for a good coach? Like what do you think they should be looking for?
So that's a really great question. I've been through a few coaches because you outgrow coaches. They take you as far as they're able to, and then it's time
Mhm.
to move on. And I've maintained healthy relationships with all my previous coaches, which I know isn't the case for everyone. So I'm very blessed and thankful that the relationship maintained after I
Yeah.
left. But I think the most important thing is to do your research.
Yeah.
Do
Hmm.
your, and I cannot say it loud enough, do your research. Look at their athletes. Their athletes are their business card. What do
Yeah.
their
Good
athletes
point.
look like? Talk to their athletes.
Hmm. Yeah.
What see, are they growing? Are they transforming? And then interview your coach, potential coach. Let them know what you want to do, what you don't want to do, what you're not willing to do.
Yeah.
Will they respect your boundaries? Do they believe that it's a partnership? Because this really is a partnership, not a
Mhm.
dictatorship. I'm not paying
Yeah.
you to just tell me what to do. I'm paying you to guide me, but understand, listen to me as well, and understand this is a partnership. This is my life. I have to take control. I've seen too many ladies do everything their coach tells them to do and they don't question it. And it's really not healthy and not
Yeah.
beneficial for them. And then in the long run, they're the ones who are left with consequences the rest of their life. And
Yeah.
so I think doing research and setting boundaries immediately. I'm not willing to do this. This is what I'm willing to do. This is what I'm not willing to do. And are you going to listen to me when I communicate with you that, let's say, I know for me, one of the issues I had, one of my legs was larger than the other. And so I communicated with my coach. One leg's not equitable to the other. We need to do some single leg stuff. We need to get this leg up to what can we do? And I need a coach that's going to say, okay, I see that. First of all, I really need my coach to see it before I see it. But
Yeah.
then I need them to say, okay, yeah, this is a plan and what we need to do to really to grow that and build that. Because I know what to do, but I'm paying you for your expertise.
Yeah.
And so rather than go out and do what I know to do, what are your suggestions? And then I can say, well, what if I added this or that? And then, because I'm paying for their expertise. So I need to be open to listen to that as well.
I like what you said about being a partnership like that. I
Yeah.
haven't heard somebody say that, but that totally makes sense. And
Yeah.
it's not a dictatorship too. It's not just a
No,
one-way kind of thing. It's they need to listen to you and vice versa too. So
absolutely.
yeah, I do think coaches too are kind of like um, amateur therapists too. I think they have to help the athletes through like embracing the suck, like you said. Just
Yes.
the
Yes.
it's just so tough to get up on stage because of all the preparation that's involved. But yeah, no, that's really good advice. I like that. I've
Thank
seen that too, where people outgrow their coaches, and that's
you.
not unusual. I think that's just the way of the world. That's just the way it is. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I look at it really as a healthy thing because that means you're growing and evolving and you're
Yeah,
outgrowing their knowledge and their ability to help you. which is good
Hmm.
because then that tells them they need to grow and expand their knowledge base so that they don't, continue to plateau at that level. But then also as an athlete, it's like, oh, you've grown so much. Now you need somebody else's expertise. Like
Yeah.
school, we go to elementary school, then middle, then high school, college. And that's kind of the evolution of bodybuilding is, you leave the professor to go to a different professor.
Yeah. I like that. That's a really good analogy, I think.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Mm.
Yeah. No, and coaches can grow like athletes can too. So yeah,
Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah. Hmm.
absolutely.
Now I was curious, do you have a full-time job outside of bodybuilding?
I do. I work 40 hours a week. And so I travel a lot across the state. So sometimes I have late days, but my core schedule is 7 to 3:30. And I have it that way so that I can get to the gym before the 5 o'clock people.
Oh yeah.
And by the time it gets crowded, I'm doing my cardio and then I'm leaving.
Oh good.
So I'm really blessed with that. Of course, some days I have to go later because of my travel, but most days I'm able to get in there really early.
Oh, or where do you work or what do you do for a living?
Yeah, so I'm a psychotherapist by trade,
Oh
but I work
wow.
as a manager. So I oversee a lot of programming and education in the prison system.
Oh, in the prison system? Oh, that's really
Yeah.
cool. Wow. Oh, so you're trained to be a psychotherapist?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Oh, that's so
Yeah.
cool. Wow. So you could give therapy to your coach. Like
I try to maintain clear boundaries. Now, I do think that helps me with bodybuilding, though, because understanding human nature and applying the things I would tell a client in front of me to myself, I think it really makes a big difference, too.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I bet I know there's a lot of mental illness in the prisons and the jails and stuff. So a lot of those guys need help and um you know sometimes the prison has kind of replaced the mental institution too. So
Absolutely.
yeah. Huh.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I love what I do. It's so rewarding because when I was in direct practice, I would help one person at a time. In
Uh-huh.
management role, I'm able to help a clinician who is going to be impacted with their practice for all these different clients. So I'm touching more lives as a
Yeah,
manager than when I was one-on-one in direct practice.
I gotcha.
It's so
Yeah.
rewarding, and especially to see a clinician grow in their skill set and
Yeah.
become more effective, that just is so rewarding to me.
That's really cool. It kind of reminds me of Melissa Tike, the women's bodybuilder. She worked as a nurse, but in the jail for several years. She's not doing that now, but I just think that's really interesting that you're doing that. Yeah, that's cool. Huh.
Yeah,
Do you work for?
they're coming back to our communities and our neighborhood, and I'd rather they go through treatment, substance abuse treatment, mental health treatment, and then come back to our community after treatment versus just going to prison and becoming smarter criminals because that
Yeah.
happens too. But
Oh
if we
yeah.
can intervene and help them with their mental health, help them with their substance use, then like our substance abuse programs, the rate of recidivism of offenders who come through the program is reduced compared to offenders who don't go through a substance abuse treatment program.
Really?
So it's
Wow.
statistically effective.
That's really cool. Do you work for the state?
I do. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Oh, nice. That's great.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That sounds like a really rewarding job too, I think. That's great that
Yes.
you're doing that. Yeah.
I love it. I
Awesome. That's
don't feel
so
like I work because I love what I do. It makes a difference. Some days I do feel like I work, but most days I don't.
Oh, I gotcha. I understand. No, that's really cool though. Huh.
Yes.
Now I know your husband Chris, we talked about he's a competitive bodybuilder too. I was
Yeah.
curious if you've ever prepped for the same show. I think you did for Tampa, didn't you?
We did. So our first show. So let me tell you how he got into bodybuilding because I love telling this story. So we've been together 32 years. We've always been very active together, active in the gym. And when the day I told him, Chris, I want to be a competitive bodybuilder, he said, okay, Carrie, I love you. I want to support you. I want to be a competitive bodybuilder too.
Mm.
And that, I don't know if either one of us fully understood what that meant, that sacrifice. Um, So we actually prepped for our first show together. The first show we ever did, we competed together, our first two shows. That will test a marriage quicker than anything in this world. And I tell everybody, if you can survive prep together, you can survive anything.
Oh yeah, you're right. I think you're right
Oh,
about
because you know,
that.
the first show, you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what to expect. You don't expect the hunger to be as significant as it is.
Oh
You don't
yeah.
expect the mood changes, the irritability, all the things that I can manage now being an experienced athlete. But that first show, I was not prepared. Um,
Yeah.
so now, we prep for the Tampa show together. It's really, I love being in prep with him because our food is very similar. It's easier to cook for us. I don't have to worry about, I'm over here eating chicken and rice and he's eating pizza. Like, I don't
Okay.
have to worry
Yeah.
about that because we're both eating the same food. So,
Yeah.
and then we both, having been through prep before, understand the highs and the lows,
Yeah.
and we communicate very effectively. And if one of us is irritable because your hormones, you're tired, your hormones are crazy, you're exhausted, we'll say, okay, I'm really irritable right now. I just need some space. And we know it's not about us, it's about that person and what they're going through. So we give each other space.
Oh, good. Yeah. That's smart.
And then we
Yeah.
come back together and it's like, are you okay now? Yep. And then life is good again. But respecting and understanding that, I think, helps us get through prep together.
Oh, that's great. I think that's great.
Mhm.
Are you guys going to prep again for same show next year's too, do you think?
So I'm not sure what he's going to do yet. He's still kind of debating
Okay.
on what he wants to do. I don't solidify my shows until January, but I'm 99% sure I'm doing Chicago and Tampa.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
So
Yeah.
I'm throwing it out there. That's what I'm doing because I'm 99% sure that those are what I'm doing. But I feel like probably in January he'll have a better idea of what he wants to do. He did really well in the Tampa show, so I'm really hopeful he'll do Tampa again.
And he's which division is he? I know he's an amateur still, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And he's in I think he's heavyweight bodybuilding.
And oh, okay, very cool. That's great. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He's a
And
big guy.
yeah, yeah, I've seen the pictures of him. He looks really big. Yeah. I hope that'd be awesome if he could get his pro card too. That'd be great.
That would be ideal. Yes, that is definitely the dream for both of us is for him to get his pro card.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I would love
Um,
that.
yeah, you have to look at some pro qualifiers too, I'm sure,
Oh
to
yeah.
see where would be best to go. I know Junior USA is in Charleston, South Carolina. That I wonder if that would be one of the closer ones for you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I think that's like a 5 hour drive. So it's not a plane, it's a car. Everything else is a
Uh-huh.
plane.
Or even I was thinking Junior US or Junior Nationals in Chattanooga too. That's another possibility.
Oh
So,
yeah. That's a plane trip because I think that's about 8 or 10 hour car ride. So that'd be a plane trip.
oh, that's a long one. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be too long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with hopping on a plane and being somewhere in an hour and a half. I am okay with
Yeah,
that.
that's not a bad way to go. That's true.
No. Uber's a great thing.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. Now, in terms of living in North Carolina, what's your closest city there?
Raleigh.
Raleigh. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the
And yeah,
state capital.
is there a good bodybuilding community there in the I forget, oh, Research Triangle area is what they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we go to Olympus Athletic Club, OAC for short, in Raleigh, and it's a huge bodybuilding community there. A lot of pros go there.
Really?
There's of course bodybuilders and pros at other gyms, but it's a high concentration at that gym, and the
Okay.
community there is just bar none from the owner down to the patrons, the members, the staff. Everybody's so supportive of one another. Like
Okay.
it's just, it's a community, and this is a community unlike any other, where it doesn't matter if you are an Olympian or an amateur. Everybody is just human to each other and welcoming. And of course, you've got that 1% of people that are just mean people, and that's everywhere you go. But
Yeah.
99% are just down to earth human and really interested in helping one another, supporting one another, encouraging one another. And I just love my gym because the community in my gym is just so tight. There's
Nice.
a meme on social media that talks about in the gym, we're all family. And like, I feel that so deep because I feel that at my gym.
Oh, that's terrific. That sounds like a great gym.
It is amazing. The people are amazing there.
That's terrific. That's really cool. And I've been to Raleigh several times. I love that area. I think it's
Oh,
beautiful there.
yeah.
And but because of Research Triangle, there's just a lot of good universities and really smart people
Oh,
there too.
yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
No, that's awesome that you live there. I think that's a really nice area. So,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's good that you have such a good, gym community like that too.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Um, Now tell me about your kids and your grandkids. Do they support your bodybuilding career too?
Yes, they are all so supportive. My son actually did classic physique a few years ago. Him and my husband did it together, did the show together. Of course, they were in different categories, but they did the show together. He prepped for it, wanted to do it, loved it, but said, you know what, this lifestyle is not for me. I am
Oh,
not going to
wow.
do that anymore. But because of us competing, he got into it. My daughter is so funny. She tells everybody, well, my parents are bodybuilders, and here's a picture of them, and they look great, but I like to eat, so that is not
Oh.
going to be me. But
Uh-huh.
they're so supportive. And then all the grandkids are so supportive and so proud of what we do. My
Nice.
5-year-old granddaughter goes around flexing her biceps and tells me that she's stronger than me and her muscles are bigger than me, and she believes it. And I tell her, yes, they are bigger than mine, and you are so much stronger than me.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's cute.
So I love that I'm a role model for my grandkids and that it pushes them to want to build muscle, especially the little girls. Showing them that women can have muscles and they're
Yeah.
still women. You
Oh,
can be
yeah.
strong. Um,
Uh-huh.
so I raised my daughter to be a very strong, independent woman in her own right, and she's raising her daughters the same. And so I love that I have that influence on my granddaughters, just like I did my daughter.
That's terrific. That's great. I bet they're really proud of you. You and
They
Chris.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah, all
Um,
four of them are so proud of their grandma.
oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's terrific. Yeah, that's really cool. I love the idea of the 5-year-old too, like.
Oh, we will arm wrestle. And of course, I let her win. And I got tired. And she said, it's okay, Grandma. I'll let you win this time.
Oh, that's so
And she
cute.
believes that she is beating me. And I want her to believe that. I want her to
Uh-huh.
believe that her strength is just out of this world.
That's so cute. I love it. That's adorable. Yeah.
It's-
Kids and grandkids are awesome. I love them.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I just have a few more questions for you. Are you
Okay.
still good time-wise?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Um, I was curious, do you ever find it hard to keep up with demands of social media? And have you seen an increase in followers since you did your pro debut this year?
Oh yeah, I've got a lot more followers since I did my pro debut. I was
Really?
quite surprised at that. Um, the way I approach social media, and I don't know, maybe it's because I'm in my 50s, I look at it differently. I don't feel a need to post for other people. I post for me because I'm
Mhm.
proud of my accomplishments and what I'm achieving, and because I want to be a motivator and an encourager to other people, men and women alike. Um, if me posting my pictures and my progress motivates and encourages someone to just become healthier in their lifestyle, they don't have to be extreme and be a bodybuilder, but to become healthier, then that makes me happy. So I am not one who's really like, oh, I've got to post and I've got to do a video and I've got to do this and I've got to do that. I've not changed how I interact on my social media, and I still talk to people and meet people through social media. I've not changed that. I just really don't feel that pressure. I
Okay.
know some people feel pressure because I don't have a sponsor. I would love to have a sponsor, of course. Who wouldn't? This is not a cheap sport by any means. So of course
Yeah.
I'd love to have a sponsor, but I
Yeah.
know in order to do that, there's a lot of social media demands and
Yeah. Yeah.
followers and material and content. And I feel like if I were to push and just, meet that need, I wouldn't be true to who I was. And my
Yeah.
message of hope, strength, and inspiration to others, I think would be gone.
Yeah. I
And
understand that.
so I don't really feel, I post. I have times where I'm posting constantly and then I might take a couple days and not post. And I'm okay with that.
Okay. I was thinking too, as a psychotherapist, you know the bad side of social media too, and it's really harsh on kids, I think, you know.
It is, yeah, so bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I get the trolls.
Oh yeah, the trolls are, oh no, those are terrible, aren't
Oh,
they? Yeah.
they are the worst.
Yeah, that I'm sorry you have to deal with that. You know, you definitely good to block them, you know, because they're just not worth dealing with, I think.
I don't even respond. I block them. Just and then I look at when I get a troll and they say something negative to me, it's never about me. It's about how they feel about their self. And when they
Mm,
see me, it causes them to take a look at their self. And so they're
hmm.
not happy with their self, so they lash out at me. So I never take it personal and I just block them. I don't even entertain it because that's their
Mm.
issue. They need to work through that and figure that out for themselves. And that's not my job. They're not paying
Yeah.
me to help them figure that out. And
Yeah.
while I offer my services free many times, I'm not offering free services to a troll. It's
Yeah.
just not happening. They are being blocked. Goodbye.
That that is interesting though, because you could have like a side gig where you're a therapist to the trolls, you know.
Right?
Why,
That'd be a
why,
full-time
why,
job.
yeah, that's true. Why are you like this? You know, like, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting though. Yeah. What about
Just looking at me cause you to feel.
yeah, I know. It's like, yeah, I don't understand those keyboard warriors and they're just being nasty. But yeah, there's it always kind of reflects back on them, of course, you know.
It
So
does.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what about like overbearing fans? Have you had to deal with many crazy fans?
Yes, a lot. That I was not prepared for. That was a shock to me, the fans. Yes. So I have to set really strong boundaries. And quite a few times I've told people I am nice until it's time to not be nice.
Hmm.
And if we continue down this road, I'm going to be not nice.
Yeah.
And so I give them a warning, but you know, some of these fans, if you, and I've never considered myself having fans until now, this, since I become pro, I do have what I would consider fans, a lot of them, which is great that I have fans and I motivate people. It's just you know, a small handful that get a little out of control and I have to put up some really strong boundaries and redirect them. And some fans have become blocked.
Oh yeah, I understand.
If
Yeah.
you can't respect my bound, I have really strong concrete boundaries, and if you can't respect them, then I don't have any time for you anymore. I appreciate
Oh,
you, but goodbye.
I understand that. I think that's good. That's very good. And you definitely need to establish those boundaries. I think it's important.
Yes.
And I think some of the guys, the fans don't realize how weird they're being or whatever, you know, they'll, yeah, or just making the lady uncomfortable, you know, but because they're just being a little too pushy or too weird, you know. And I know one athlete talked about she was getting um or requests from an armpit fetishist and she just kind of laid the boundaries down like, you know, if you're going to keep talking about armpit fetish, I'm not going to deal with you. So he was good. He stopped talking about it. So
That is good. I get a lot of leg fetish people.
oh yeah, I bet. Yeah.
Yeah, quite surprised at some of the questions.
Oh yeah. No, sorry you have to deal with that.
Oh,
But yeah, just kind of laying down the rules, I think, or the guidelines. I
yes,
think that's a good idea. And yeah, but sorry you have to deal with
absolutely.
that though too. And but I think I've talked to ladies too about that compete and they never expected to have a fan base like this. And it's kind of flattering too, but then it can be detrimental too in some regards, you know.
Yes, because I'm like, I'm just a human like you. I'm just an athlete in bodybuilding, just like you are a professional in whatever your chosen profession is. So
Hmm.
I try, you know, I'm a very humble and kind person anyway. And so I talk to most anybody that reaches out to me. And so I have to be careful too, you know, because the increase of fans and then wanting to maintain strong boundaries and make sure they stay in their lane and there's a lot of people that I think don't understand that they're being pushy or crossing a line until you tell them. And my
Yeah.
experience is most of them, when I tell them, they respect that and realize, and like, I'm sorry, I didn't realize. And then
Yeah.
there's just a lot of curiosity too about
Hmm.
female bodybuilders. So a lot of it is just,
Hmm.
I think they're not trying to push boundaries. They're just trying to understand this sport and what, you know, a female bodybuilder thinks and why they want to do this and what their
Yeah.
goals are. And so I really try to assess everyone individually and my responses to them. But while
Okay.
maintaining strong, I can't say it enough. I have really strong boundaries.
Oh yeah. And that I think that kind of fits with what you do for a living too. I mean,
It
and your
does.
background. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's pretty, yeah, interesting though. But yeah, I hope that I always put out there that the fans got to behave and they got to yeah be respectful. So I think that's
Thank
important.
you. Yes.
Um, I was curious, what do you think is the most kind of misunderstood aspect of bodybuilding or the biggest myth about it and by the general public? And how do you respond when you're confronted with that myth?
So a lot of what I've experienced is people thinking that we want to be a man
Oh, well,
or
no.
that we look masculine. I've been called a man many times.
Oh,
And I'm not the type of person to, give a retort. So I just block them and ignore it. Because again, it's not about me, it's about how they feel about themselves. But
yeah.
yeah, I think women with muscles are beautiful. I
I
think you
agree.
can be beautiful, have muscles, be strong. It shows a sense of dedication and just grit and hard work and fortitude that a lot of people don't have.
Hmm.
And I think the general public a lot of times is like, oh, you're masculine, you want to be a man, you look like a man. No,
Hmm.
I want to wipe my tail when I'm 80. I
Hmm.
don't want to be using a walker to get around. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I want to be healthy and strong. And the greatest drug for aging is exercise.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've talked
And
a lot about that bodybuilding is kind of fountain of youth, and I joke that
yeah,
when Ponce de Leon was exploring Florida, he was looking for a gym because that's the fountain of youth.
I love that. I love that. Yes, yes. But yeah, just thinking that because we are strong women with muscles that we want to be a man.
Hmm.
Or I'll never forget, I was my third year competing, I was backstage and a very muscular woman walked by and two men were talking about her and saying that she had a body part that was bigger than theirs. And I
Hmm.
thought, these are the thoughts that you expect from like general public, not from other competitors.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
and it just has never left my mind. It's always, given me a bad taste. And it showed me what a lot of people think about female bodybuilders. And
Hmm.
we do I always tell people I'm a unicorn. You don't see many female bodybuilders who are large. You might see some that are fit and have some muscle, but you don't see the larger women, the physique, the
Yeah.
bodybuilding category. You don't really see us women like that. So we're like a unicorn or a mermaid. You don't see us very often. So it's very easy to judge us and have misconceptions about who we are,
Hmm.
misconceptions about our attitude, about how we look, about what we want. And we don't want to be men. We don't want
Hmm.
to look like men. We want to be our own authentic, beautiful selves, and whatever that looks like to us. And
Hmm.
we are willing to do the work of, like, I do sculptures with clay. And sometimes you add clay and sometimes you remove clay, but it takes a long time to get the shape of a human that you want because I've done
Yeah.
bodies and I've done faces, and it takes a long time. And so I
Hmm.
equate that my body's like clay and I'm shaping and molding and growing and building it. And it takes a lot of time, a lot of work and dedication. This is the only sport where you don't get vacations, you don't get sick days, you don't get time off. This is
Hmm.
24/7 consumes your life. And
Yeah, that's
the
true.
majority of the public can't do that. So, no, I don't want to look like a man. I don't want to be a man. I want to be a beautiful woman with a beautiful body, and muscles are beautiful.
I agree. I think of bodybuilding as kind of art too, because you're sculpting your body and
Yes.
perfecting it. And yeah, no, I agree with you on that. And yeah, y'all women are late the female bodybuilders are just beautiful, I think. And so yeah, but I
Absolutely.
I do hear that a lot from friends who don't understand bodybuilding, and they say, why
Yeah.
do they want to look like a man? And it's like, well, they don't, they're just trying to improve upon, um and their physique, but they still want to look feminine and look beautiful up on
Yeah.
stage and stuff. So yeah,
Absolutely. And and another thing is we are not posting pictures because of thirst traps or for attention. We are proud of the work we've done. And like you said,
yeah,
it's art. We are proud of this physique that we have sculpted, that we have created, that money cannot buy. There are no shortcuts. And we post because we're proud of that. And we
Hmm.
want to motivate and inspire others. And sometimes we just want to show the world, look what I've done.
Yeah.
But it's not for attention and it's not a thirst trap. And people who are not in bodybuilding see it as that. I did a great example. So I did a photo shoot and I'm in this dress with a slit way up and I'm sitting. So you can see my glute down my leg, my thigh. What I see when I look at that is, oh my gosh, look at the hamstring, look at the glute, look at the quad, look at that deep definition. That's beautiful. A non-bodybuilder saw it the other day. It's like, oh my God, Carrie, because they see it sexually. I
Oh, I
see it
see.
in the art of look at the muscle definition, look at the beauty
Yeah.
of the muscle, but they're like, oh gosh, you're showing too much skin.
Oh, I see.
You're
Yeah.
showing part of your butt. And like truth had, I wear less clothes on the beach than I was wearing in that dress. But
Oh, yeah. I understand.
it's just
Yeah.
they look at it through a sexualized view
Yeah.
and not an artistic view and appreciating the body and the work that has gone into that.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And that's I think that is an issue with women's bodybuilding that in
Yeah.
terms of objectification, not
Yeah.
not just by fans and the general public, but even male bodybuilders, I think too, so
Yeah.
you know, that's not good though. Yeah. Um, no, I honestly think that's a reason why a lot of ladies get their Instagram police, blocked their sites because they're
Yeah.
posting their art, like we were talking about, but they see
Yeah.
it as too sexy or whatever, or people complain about it. So
Absolutely.
which is a kind of a shame though. It's that they end up having to lose their site sometimes or lose their page because
Yeah.
of that. So yeah. But yeah, no, I understand where you're coming from though.
Yeah.
Um, I was curious, do you ever deal with like a post-show blues? And if so, do you have any tips for how to cope with them? And again, that I was interested in your perspective because of your profession too.
Yeah. So, I have the hormones, the ups and downs after the show, just because the hormones are so out of whack and unbalanced. But I
Hmm.
have really good self-care, a strong supportive network. So I never get really deep, like some athletes get really depressed. I never get there. Um,
Mm.
and I think too, it's my attitude and my view towards it of this is a journey. I have no destination. I have stops along the way. I have highs and lows. I go up mountains, I go down hills. And so after show, if I go down a hill, I understand what's happening to my body is it's hormone imbalance. It's my body trying to recover from all the stress I put it under. So really
Mm.
trying to keep that in perspective and
Yeah.
reaching out to my support network. So when I'm at the bottom of a hill, reaching out to like my husband saying, I'm just not feeling myself today. So let's do something. Let's get me out of the house. Let's get physically active. Because once I get them endorphins going, I feel better. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't get stuck like some athletes, and I found this with even experienced athletes after the show, because you spend so long lean and you just love that lean body, it's difficult for them to gain the weight back. That
Mm.
doesn't bother me because I like my body at every season of this journey. And I
Yeah.
like it for different reasons. I like my really big girl status. I like my lean girl status. The one I don't like the really is 2 weeks before show when I look like death face. That I don't like.
Oh yeah.
But
Uh-huh.
everything else, I like. And it really, I think if your heart is really in it for the journey and not for the show. I'm doing this for 365, not one day or
Hmm.
2 days a year. And I think the mindset that you have and understanding too, your body's going to go through some lows because your hormones are just all out of whack. And that's going to take time. But being prepared before that happens so you don't get those post show blues. I think a lot of times athletes will indulge too much in food
Yeah.
and that throws their body out of whack and then they feel even worse.
Hmm.
I know when I have carbs that are processed or unhealthy after the show, I felt like I pulled a real good drunk and I'm hungover and my
Oh
head
yeah.
hurts and I'm tired. And so it's not worth it to me. So I
Yeah.
think easing, having a little bit after the show or the next day, just a little bit, but then getting immediately back on your plan, reverse dieting appropriately is going to help balance those hormones so you don't have that low after the show. And understanding that it's not healthy to maintain that lean weight and you really need to gain weight and you're not going to grow. Like it just pains me to see athletes that are 2 months post show and they've only gained 5 pounds.
Yeah.
Like
I got
that's
you.
such
Yeah.
an anabolic growth rate space that you've missed out on because you were scared to eat and grow.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
That I like what you said about, and as a fan, I like all seasons of the women too, but Hella
Yeah.
Trevino actually wrote about that today, and I shared her post, but and she's going through her big girl phase right now. She looks really big, but yeah, but I do I think, and I kind of that's the only sport I can think of where you really go through those kind of transformations. It's kind of amazing, I think.
Yeah,
It's amazing to watch.
it
And
is.
but it is, it's really interesting too, just from a mental and physical standpoint. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I
Absolutely. And I
think
mean, you just grow so much mentally too. I love that you said that because you really do. It is such a mental sport and
hmm
you grow so much and you learn so much about yourself and
hmm
your strength and what you think you can't handle things, but you are pushed to a limit and you realize that you're stronger than you realized you were.
yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I think I told you when I met you in person, I don't know if I could do what you guys do. I just don't know if I have the discipline, but
Yeah.
I'm happy just telling your stories too and going to the shows.
Yeah.
But I admire y'all for what you do. That's a lot of hard
Thank
work, and
you.
yeah, it's
Thank
tough.
you.
But yeah, no, I'm excited for you for this upcoming year too. I think you're going to do great. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it.
No, and the improvements you're talking about, I think I'm excited for you. So that's going to be
Thank
cool.
you.
Yeah.
Me too.
Well, that's pretty much it. I was curious if there's anything that I missed that you'd like to address, or is there anybody you'd like to shout out?
Yeah, so I'd love to shout out a few people if I can.
Yeah.
My amazing, incredible husband who supports this lifestyle, who even committed to this lifestyle just to support me, which is like the most actionable form of love I could ever think of.
Yeah.
Because if you know the lifestyle, you know this is not easy, and he does it to support me. He is just the most amazing support. I could not do what I do if it wasn't for him. So,
That's
and
sweet.
I'm a passenger princess. So when I'm exhausted and tired, he's driving me everywhere I need to go. So
Oh,
he
nice.
is just amazing. I want to give a big shout out to my coach, Justin Compton, who is so knowledgeable and so skilled and wasn't afraid to take me 2 weeks before a show.
Yeah,
And
that's
uh,
great.
the transformation we've done and just his knowledge and the growth that we're experiencing, big kudos to him. So excited to see what we've already done in a short time and what we're going to do. And then a big shout out to my home gym, OAC in Raleigh. Love my gym, love the athletes there, the ones that are competitors and non-competitors. Love the staff. The staff there is amazing. I cannot complain about anyone there. And they're always bringing in new equipment. So it's like we just had Christmas because we just got new equipment. I feel like every other month, new equipment is coming. And, for a bodybuilder, that's Christmas because you're getting
Yeah. Oh,
new
yeah.
toys. And David, I just want to thank you. You are just so amazing. I love what you do to support female bodybuilders.
Thanks.
Um, it is really such a small network of people that support us, and you are just leading the pack in that. And so I'm just so thankful for all of your support of all the female bodybuilders, and I'm so thankful to be able to interview with you and just kind of give my thoughts tonight.
Well, thank you so much, Carrie. That's very sweet of you. I appreciate that. And like I said earlier, I just really like you a lot because you're just such a positive person, and I'm yeah, I was impressed getting to meet you in person and speak with you in Tampa. But yeah, that positivity, it's kind of amazing. You just kind of like yeah, and I think it spreads to everybody else that you meet. So yeah, it's great.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And you said what OAC was, that's for Olympus, right? Is the
Yep, yep. So their Instagram is OAC 919.
OAC? Because what I'll do is I'll include that down below in the
Oh,
description in case people want to check it out too. And
okay,
I'll
thank you.
include Justin and Chris as well and your IG. So
Yeah, thank you.
yeah. And would you mind doing a quick bicep flex for me too?
Yeah, I think look, I'm so big I could only get one in the screen.
Oh, that's cool. I like it. Oh yeah.
We got to show it. We can't hide. There we go.
All right. Thank you, Carrie. Yeah, you look fantastic. Good.
Thank you, David.
Your arms are really awesome. Um, and like I said, I'll try to get this posted later today, and of
Okay,
course I'll tag you and stuff.
thank you.
And yeah, to look forward to seeing you in Tampa again next year too.
Me too, me too. Thank you.
That was such I think I told you that was the best Tampa show or not just the best Tampa show, but the best bodybuilding show I've been to. It just
Yeah.
the really good vibes, just good people and yeah, I thought it was a fantastic show. So it's good to get a chance to meet you.
You too. I'm so glad we did. You're the only one, and I've had a few reach out to me. You're the only one I said yes to because I'm very selective.
Oh, thank you. No, I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
And yeah, keep me posted on your progress too. I'll
I
definitely be
will.
following and see how you're doing and stuff too. So
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. And it's always so good to talk to you.
oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I feel the same way, Carrie. Thank
Oh
you.
my God.
Well, best wishes to you, and yeah, and I'll keep you posted on getting this posted up on Instagram and YouTube. So
Okay, sounds good. You take care.
thank you. You too. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye.